Hello everybody, my name is Brandon, aka the Brando Critic, and today we will be discussing the very first film in the Kingsman franchise, and I hope there's more made. Please don't stop at Golden Circle, please keep making more of these movies. Kingsman, The Secret Service. This is one of the most fun times I've ever had at a movie theater. Ever. And I've seen a lot of movies at the theater. The first Kingsman was one of the best experiences I've ever had at the cinema. And you know when people say like, oh my god, my jaw dropped, but really their jaw's like, you know, it doesn't move at all, maybe their eyes bulge a little bit. There were scenes in this movie where my jaw actually dropped to the floor, and I was looking around at all my buddies I went to go see the movie with, and I was like, this movie gets me so excited, I love it so much. And really it's because it's a pretty simple story, but with a twist. Now, it's clear to say that this movie is definitely satirizing the James Bond films, not as much as like an Austin Powers. It doesn't go like that goofy with it, but it stands on its own, right? If you take James Bond and put him in the modern day with some really f***ed up humor, then you have Kingsman. And like I hinted at before, this is one of the most fun movies I've ever seen. And a big part of that is to do with the cast. So our lead, Eggsy, is played by Taron Egerton, and I don't know what it is about this guy, but he's just so likable. Like, I want to have a beer with this guy in the pub, right? After he beats up a bunch of random dudes. I don't know what it is. This guy has so much charisma, and I think that he did an amazing job. I actually wanted him to be the new Spider-Man when they were talking about who should be the new Spider-Man for Civil War before Tom Holland was cast. I thought Taron Egerton would have done a great job. I also thought that he would have been a great choice for young Han Solo. But you know what? Taron Egerton plays a great Eggsy, and he's so charismatic, and he is so much fun to watch. As well as Colin Firth, Mark Strong, but I think the actor that is having the most fun is Samuel L. Jackson. And remember how I said this was one of the most fun movie experiences I've ever had? Well, a big portion of that was because of Samuel L. Jackson's character. So he has like this lisp in this movie. I have a really hard time understanding you people sometimes. Y'all talk so funny. You ever watch those old spy movies? Does it look like I give a f***? And one of my buddies, he's this really vibrant character, and he has the most infectious laugh ever. If you're watching this, you know who you are. And what would happen is the whole theater would laugh at a joke, kind of like chuckle. But then my buddy would be laughing way too hard, and he has the most infectious laugh ever. So the joke would happen, everyone would laugh, my buddy would keep laughing, and everyone else would laugh at his joke, and it was just a spiral of just constant laughter. It was amazing. Way better than the Marvel movie kind of laughter. You know, the kind of Marvel movie laughter where everyone's like shoving elbows and like screaming, oh, I get that reference, you didn't get the reference, I got the reference, so I'm gonna laugh louder than you. You know, I cannot stand that, and I've gone on tangents about that before. This is the type of comedy that I love to see in movies, where it's a little bit violent and it's a little bit crude, but you know, everyone in the theater is just having a fun time with it. You know, they're not going crazy with their laughter, they're laughing because it's genuinely funny, and they're having a fun time. As for the story, it's pretty basic stuff, you know? Guy has this evil, diabolical plan to take over the world and to cause massive chaos, but, you know, the film knows that, and the film revels in it, and the film even makes fun of it. They have some lines here and there to make fun of how simple the story is, but they know that you're not going to this movie to see the complex story. They want you to be entertained, and they do an amazing job of that. Not only with the comedy, not only with the fun characters, but the action sequences. Oh my god, these are some of the best action sequences in a movie ever. I loved them. That was when my jaw dropped. The church scene, I know, and I won't spoil it if you guys haven't seen it, but there's a scene in a church, and you've seen it in the trailer, my jaw dropped to the ground. I looked around at everyone else, they did the exact same thing. They're like, oh my god, I can't believe what I'm seeing. It was just phenomenal. And because of those action scenes, I keep saying to this day, I want Matthew Vaughn to direct a Star Wars movie. Could you imagine that directing style and that cinematography and that choreography with the action sequences with lightsabers? Like, come on Disney, make it happen. And add on top of that, a soundtrack that is kick-ass, and a score that is surprisingly really epic. This film is a 5 out of 5. And even after repeated viewings, this film is still as fun as it was the first time I saw it. And that's a pretty rare thing. So yes, Kingsman, The Secret Service, 5 out of 5. I cannot recommend it enough. And I want you guys to let me know, if you've seen both of them, if you've seen the Secret Service and the Golden Circle, which one do you like better? And if you're new, hit like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.